Hello everybody and welcome back to the Brickazoids Den. So today I thought I would take a look at my least favorite sets of 2021, and I'm thinking I'm going to do like my a least favorite and also a favorite, which will probably come out soon because 2021 is coming to a close, of course. And 2022 is about to start up, which is really exciting. Can't wait for the January sets. But yeah, I thought I would kind of go through 2021, take a look at the sets from the year that I purchased. So the ones that I own, the ones that I have, are the only ones I'm ranking here on this list. And I thought that I would just go through and look at some of the ones that maybe weren't so great. Not incredible. But yeah, we'll get right into it. Starting at number 5. So I'm going in the order of like 5 is the best of the worst, and number 1 is the worst of the worst, I guess, here. So number 5 is the... Actually, this is a collection of them. This is all 4 of the Hogwarts Moments sets. I don't know if I ever really talked about this much. I just can't remember. I've done a lot of videos, but not a crazy fan of the Hogwarts Moments sets. I just don't like them. They're not great. They're not good. I don't know. I really just don't like them overall, to be honest with you. I don't like the build. I think they're kind of dumb. They're like the book sets, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the Hogwarts Moments. They're the books. The classroom thing, they just don't work for me. I just have them stacked in a corner of on my shelf. All like the books stacked up, and they're making 2 more. Again, I'm gonna get them probably day 1, because the only reason why these are like the best of the worst here is because of the figures. The figures are pretty good, I'll be honest with you. Like, there was one where it was Professor Flitwick, but it was his version from the Deathly Hallows where he's like really old. That was a cool figure. That was exclusive. It was, I don't know if it was tough to get, but then there was also the what's her name? God. There was a McGonagall one, there was a Snape one. I'm just doing it by the teacher. And there was one more. I think that was it was the plant classroom, I think. And I believe it came with the plant teacher. I forget her name. But yeah, that was good because of the figures, I think there was like the students were like Cho Chang and things like that. I think Neville in his like plant class attire. I don't know. They were good figures, and that's the reason why this is the best of the worst. Again, I hated the builds. I don't like the book builds. They're fine priced, I guess. I just not a fan at all of the Hogwarts Moments sets. All 4 of them I just really didn't care for. Number 4 is kind of a weird one. This one was very early in the year. I think this was February or March, I believe this came out, and this is the Batman versus the Penguin and Harley Quinn like DC accessory set. Yeah, another set that was not great. They reused the Penguin, who was already in a $10 set, so that wasn't a big deal, to be honest with you. And then they reused Harley Quinn, who was in a $50 set from the previous year, making that $50 set like valueless basically because there's no exclusive figures in that set at all. And I already paid $50 to get it. I don't think that was a terrible set, but it wasn't a great one either. But this 2021 set, yeah, it was stupid reuse of Harley Quinn. It was just dumb. Same thing with the Penguin. It wasn't needed. The build was stupid. It was just like a little penguin duck boat thing. Not useful. Nothing good off of it. The only good thing that actually came out of this set was the exclusive Batman version, which looked pretty good. I mean, it was like a kind of like the darker colors, the gray and the black, and it looked pretty good. It was a good figure. And that's, the main reason why I even bothered buying the set was because that minifigure was exclusive to that accessory pack. Hopefully they don't reuse them. Who knows? But I'm just like, they like, I think the previous year they did like the Lego sets for the Avengers video game, the Marvel Avengers video game, and they did an accessory set with Falcon, Black Widow, and then 2 AIM agents. So Marvel gets 4 figures, 2 of which I believe are exclusive, and then DC gets an accessory set with 3 figures, 1 of which is exclusive. And it's just kind of like, come on, what's up with that? Like, you could have done an exclusive minifigure, I don't know, Killer Croc or something. I don't know, something like exclusive and new to kind of spice it up a little bit, but I mean, still, that Batman figure wasn't terrible, so it's fine, it's fine. Number 3 on the list is the Hogwarts Fluffy Encounter. Overall, just not the best set, to be honest with you. The minifigures I don't believe are exclusive at all. There's no exclusive figures in that set, Harry, Hermione, and Ron. So the minifigures are already immediately just kind of like whatever, they weren't great. The Fluffy build was fine, it was brick build. I didn't mind it too much, I like the molded heads. But the build just was weird. It felt like a build that can't stand alone. Like, it can't be on its own as a set. It just was really awkward, and it needed other sets. Hence, this is a part of the Hogwarts like collection, the connecting sets, so you could like put them on top of each other and things like that. And that's basically what this set was. It was basically like a, hey, you know, you may have all these sets with really cool minifigures, but there's also this one if you want to, you know, improve your Hogwarts a little bit, add some extra rooms and things like that. And if that's what it was made for, it did a good job with it, but $40 for a set like that, not a crazy fan of it, to be honest with you. I mean, the rooms were pretty plain. There was a room that you could put Fluffy in that was mainly empty so that Fluffy could actually fit in the room. I mean, there was a trapdoor on the floor, but that was about it. Then there was like a balcony-looking area to put the harp thing that like puts Fluffy to sleep on. And I think the bottom floor was just like a very small build of something for the Chamber of Secrets. I don't even remember much. I don't have it in front of me right now, but yeah. It overall just was not a great set. But, you know, it was just good as a connector. I mean, it gave you extra rooms for your Hogwarts, and that's just kind of why it's at number 3, I think. Number 2, I mean, I had a little bit of difficulty seeing if this was going to be number 3 or number 2 for the worst set of the year. I put it at number 2. I mean, I'd say they're kind of, number 3 and number 2 are kind of interchangeable here. Both not great sets in my opinion. And that is the Harry Potter and Hermione Granger buildable characters. Now, I know I've made, like, videos on, like, different ideas for the buildable characters and things like that. But, you know, it just, I don't know. They weren't great, to be honest with you. $120 is a lot for buildable characters. No minifigures, nothing really crazy exclusive that might be really cool to have. They were, you know, large-scale characters. You couldn't, like, put anything with your Hogwarts, nothing exclusive like that. And like I said, $120 is a lot of money. That's why I'm hoping next year, when they when they probably will do Ron. I mean, they have to kind of at this point. I hope he's just kind of like a standalone. Maybe they'll do another 2-pack, but standalone would be kind of nice just to have him at like $60. Just get him and then be done with this whole idea of the larger size, larger scale characters, minifigures, whatever you want to call them, because they just don't work really. They're just kind of, I mean, like, they're not bad builds, just, you know, there's nothing of, like, value that's, like, really good in that set. I mean, maybe it's a set that people like, but I personally was just not a crazy fan of that set. But I'm still glad that I got it, you know, collecting all the Harry Potter sets, so it was good. And the number 1 worst set of 2021, in my opinion, you know, of my collection, of the ones that I bought here, is the Batman versus the Joker, the Batmobile Chase. Oh my god. This is a junior set, you know, so it makes sense why it might not be incredible. It's just bad. It's really bad. Even for a junior set. Like, some of the junior sets are kind of cool. Like, I thought, like, the little $10 Bat Boat Penguin set was cool, because that had, like, an exclusive penguin, I think. Same thing with, like, the little Riddler set, the little $10 Riddler set. I think that was pretty good. Same thing in previous years. I want to say 2016, there was a Mr. Freeze Bat Boat thing. That was pretty cool, because the Mr. Freeze was exclusive. There was the Superman one, the Superman junior set with the blue Batman. And, like, you know, those, even though they were junior sets, they still had something going for it. This one just has nothing. No exclusive minifigures. It's just a reuse of the Joker that they've been reusing since 2019, which isn't a bad reuse. I actually like that design, but still. Reuse of the Batgirl that should have stayed exclusive to the $90 Bat truck set from 2020. And then they also just had a regular, like, 2012 looking Batman. Just didn't work. Wasn't a great set. The builds were dumb. The only like good thing I can kind of say about this set was that the Joker car that they have in the set was kind of all right. Wasn't the worst build or anything. I just want more Joker vehicles in general instead of like Batman vehicles. If they had to do Batman sets, you know, I'm not gonna get into this because you already know my opinions on DC and things like that. But the Joker car was cool, or no, it wasn't cool, but it was fine because it was just another Joker vehicle. But that was about it. $30. It's kind of a lot for a junior. Well, I mean, it's a junior set. No wonder it's a lot. But still, this is definitely number one. It's just not good overall, to be honest with you. All right, so that's pretty much it for this video. Top 5 least favorite sets of the 2021 year. Still excited for 2022 though. Yeah, I'm still really excited. And I will be making my favorite sets of 2022 will probably come out soon, maybe in a couple days, if I stick to my usual schedule. But then the best set, yeah, the best sets will be there, I think. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. But anyways, if you enjoyed that video, do the common YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.